It's looking cool. I like it. It's looking neat. Already. Maybe I can raise you guys up just a little. Okay. Looking good, everybody. Looking good. Let's tell you what I've done to my canvas so far. You tell me where you're watching from and what time is it where you are. That's all you gotta do. If you're watching over on the tube, make sure you like the video. That's all you need. And then we'll see what's going on here, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna tell you what I've done to my canvas so far, just so you guys can try to do the same thing. I spent most of the day kind of sketching out this little guy in my white acrylic gesso, and then wet washed it with our liquid clear, and then I put Prussian blue all over the whole thing. So it's got a little bit of Prussian blue on there, and we're gonna try to stick to using small brushes so we don't light up too much color in the night, right? So let's see, you guys check in, tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? Let me know, and we'll get going. And it's gonna be looking really cool. Make sure you give me a thumbs up over there. That's all you need. Now, we want just a little, I'm talking about the smallest amount of light coming off that moon back there. So, never done a scene like this. This one's kind of inspired by King Mansfield. And it's gonna look really neat. We're gonna put a little bit of paint out there, just a little touch. Take our clean, dry brush, we're gonna mush on it, push on it, and blend that soft bit of color out. So it's just this soft little thing coming from our moon. If we want it to be a bit brighter, we can have it be a bit brighter. But our main goal is to blend it so it looks like light coming off the moon like that. See? Very, very cool. Now, the reason it's interacting blue is because our entire canvas is covered in blue. You can see that. You see? Because you can see that. Let's pop in just a couple clouds. However we want them to be. Pop, 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 pop. Wherever, right? Throw them out there. We're gonna let them blend down, of course. Blending, blending, blending it. Letting it blend upwards and back. Kind of pushing it back. If it won't go back, because maybe there's not a lot of paint up there, then that's fine. Let's add a little bit more. There. Right? A little bit of craziness in the night. Now it's coming from a top above this little guy. Try to pull it backwards. Even that little flat edge bottom to it. It's gonna look really cool. Very soft out there. A little bit of a cloud. Have you ever seen a cloud? What's a perfect cloud, by the way? No one knows. You can't tell me what a perfect cloud looks like, because there is no perfection, right? It's however we want it to look. All I ever do is make a big old mess of it, and then blend it out, see what it looks like. Right? You can always go back and make it brighter or darker, vice versa. But that looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it, guys. Okay, let's come in here. Little bit of paint. We only got a small little section of our ocean back there. We'll start wiggling. We don't want it to be too bright, right? So we want to have a very small amount of paint and then let it mix down over that blue. And if we need to, go back in, brushing out flat, which will help it blend more and mix more with that darker colors. Oh, do you see? That's starting to look pretty cool to me, man. Okay, let's see. We'll take our brush like this. We're gonna go just rolling down little things. Don't need to be too bright. We don't want to have too much paint. We just want to have a little roll down like that, a little thick. Just like that. Not all of it has to be the same amount of brightness. As Josh goes back and makes it all bright. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. Just like that little thing. We're going to pop a little bit of our eye in there. Very soft little thing. Don't need it to be too big. And you can take some of that darker color and kind of mix it around and in just to keep it nice. Right? Very lightly. Mix up that area. So soft. So soft. Bang. 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 Bing. Bang. Move. It's coming together. I can see. Do you see a little bit of brightness back here? Feeding it back towards our moon. Touch. Bang. Not everywhere. Don't put it everywhere. It cannot be everywhere. A little bit of our white back in here. Just a tiny amount on a small little fan brush. Let's come into this guy. Let's say we start dropping in our little smashies, right? Just literally smushing it and mushing it against, bang, the canvas, just like that. A little bit. Little things, guys, little things. I've never done such a small little wave off in the distance. You guys know me, I'm into big stuff. big trees, big waves, big everything. So doing small little guys is kind of tough for me. Now, let's get in here, very light. Just like that. I don't need to be too crazy. I'm going to sneak it back before we go up. Remembering we're not even going to see the whole thing in this wave, especially. Look at that guy. Woo! He's fantastic. Look at him out there. Just making him soft. Everything in this paint is soft. We need that bit out there because we're going to come in with some kind of a cavey area around the outside, so we don't want to have too much there. A little flick, little here, little there. Now, this is going to where it's going to want to grow a whole 10-ton of a lot. So we don't want to let that happen. Very small amount of paint. Come underneath. Deposit just a little touch. A little bit underneath that guy. Come back, same brush. Haven't even washed it yet. Pull down real hard. That liquid white with the titanium white is going to help it get down and then help it get glossy. Glossify it. Right there like that. Okay, come back in with that same liquidy white paint. Where's my line? Here it is. Right off our little scrapey tool. Just a little thing. Okay, in the night. Don't need much more than that. Seriously, look at it. Look, would you just look at it? It's gorgeous. Okay, same little brush. That's a different brush. Hang on. Haha. Same little brush. It's got the blue paint on it still. Right? We're just adding little bits of brightness as we go. Let's come back in here. Brightness, kind of just a little touch. Just maybe on his tops. All right, then we can let it blend down very, oh my, just the smallest little thing you ever done did seen right there. Little guy back here. Blend it down. Get down. So stinking soft. You're not even touching it. That's how soft we're pulling it back. We're not even touching the canvas, barely at all with any single thing. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of my pure titanium white, tap against our canvas, back. Even that very bright white, then we can jiggle. Remember, we need it to be brighter in a certain section underneath our water. Now, it can get a little bit wider as you get closer to us, but we don't want to make the entire thing too bright. Otherwise, nothing starts making sense out there. And we almost forgot our little moon. Out there. So let's take a little filbert brush, wiggle it down through our white paint. See, we haven't even barely touched anything. Now, this moon is going to be way bigger than what it is out there. You know what? What if we get a little bit onto our finger right here? Just make a small one, right? There. Just gonna blend it out. Isn't it soft? The moon. Gorgeous. Right? Just by making a little circle with your fingers. All you gotta do. All you need to do, you guys. Look at that thing. He's fantastic. Remember, you can grab this one if you go to paintwithjosh.com. You can see it. Look at it. Oh, man. That's wicked cool, you guys. Wicked cool. Remember, we're just using Prussian blue and our titanium white. Prussian blue is our undercolor. Titanium white across the top. And some of our liquid white so far. We didn't use any other color. No colors. A little bit of our brightness on top of that crashing wave. Just so you can see it catching some light. Dropping it down. Very cool. Okay. Now we know that we're going to have a big cave opening or some sort of thing back here. So, get back in here and grab up our white paint. We got to come through and cut away from all this stuff. Actually, let's get some of our dark paint. Let's mix up some of our Paint with Josh plaque mix. Do you know the 3 colors that it takes to make up Paint with Josh plaque? What are the 3 colors that make up Paint with Josh plaque? What are they? Tell me now. Tell me now. Because this darkness has to contrast against all that brightness. So we need it to be a very dark, purplish, blackish color. What do you think? What are those 3 colors? Jennifer knows. The BBC Epic Gold can't go with the flow. Cosmic Lighthouse knows. Is that death? You never know. It could be a statue, could be whatever, right? Could be, man, look at the look at the background we got going on. We almost nearly forgot our little faraway mountain area. Right? See what I'm doing? We're not covering every single bit of that area out there in the night. Not every place has to be so bright. We can always blend it back down, but we need it to stay a little less bright and a little less detailed out there if we want it to be far away, right? Take that guy, slide, down the other way if you have to. Whatever you gotta do. A couple little details out there. If it's a bit too bright, push on a little harder. Take away the brightness, right? There you go. Now we don't have so much detail. You got a little bit of soft color, but you don't have all that detail out there. Okay, here we go, you guys. It's gonna take. We're gonna put it right into our brightest spark, brightest spot or brightest part, whichever one I wanted to say. I can't remember. Words are hard for me. So let's come out here, pull down on our plaque, very flat, trying to wipe it off of our palette scrapey tool. Come in here and scrape up a little bit of it, little roll out there on the end. You can kind of see it out there. And now let's project up into, let's come out here. Here's my little spot at, right there. Okay. Pop it down, maybe we push out, right? As we push this black paint into our canvas, it's going to push back all of that other brightness. Maybe it popped up right here. There was a little, who knows, a little shelf, a little something. Well, some sort of something back there, right? Whatever it is, our darkness cutting in front of it and then pulling down, down, down. Just helping us create a little wall right here is all we're doing. We're just creating a little wall, a little space. See how it's uberly dark right there now? It pushes all that bright part back. We do the same thing. We're gonna go up and around. Let's bring it down like this. Out into our clouds. I mean, you could try to cover your moon if you want to. I don't suggest doing that. That would project some distance though, don't you think? A little bit of our black or our blackish color around that edge, kind of dumping down into that opening, however we want it to be. Popping out into our clouds so we can see that there's something projecting out here. Back around, we're gonna lose him behind our little statue or whatever it is out here. We don't even know what it is. Very cool. Okay, now let's get a little bit of our white. We're gonna mix it in with a little bit of that plaque color, just to create a gray-ish color. There we go. Gorgeous. And the more we come up here and scrape in the plaque mix, the darker it'll get. Right, it's also gonna mix down over that dark color as well, so you don't have to have it be too dark, right? Even if it's a bit bright, it's gonna help it mix down. Oh, look at that. Look at this for a bit of, right? Just little things out here in the night. Pulling it back and away from our opening so we have some dark spaces behind it. Maybe this guy had a little shelf that kind of sat out here like that. Just a little flat area and then turned its way up. Everything else we can vertically drag down from that little flat spot. Zip, zap, zoop. All of a sudden we got a little wall starting to appear to us. Right? The more paint that's on our brush, the more bright it's gonna be. We don't need it to be all the way bright, all the way down. You can already see a little opening out there. This guy. And all we're doing is kind of dragging that light color over that really dark color. Right? That real dark color is providing all of our shadows and such. We can let it just kind of whip back, only lighting up certain areas. Because that's all we're really going to see are those little areas right around the front. And then they'll kind of fade back into darkness. You don't want to let the light go too far. Right? Let the light go too far and lose all your dark up here, and it just looks odd. You know what I mean? So don't let it go too far. There we go. Look at that. That's looking pretty neat. Pretty neat if you just are asking me. Very cute, guys. I'll take a little of my extra white, just the titanium white, and right up here on the top where that little flat area was. There, I'm just gonna kind of cut flat across. A little extra brightness on the top there, and it should look like you may be able to have a little seat, some sort of seat. Doesn't even have to be straight. Right? Very stinking cool. Yeah. So, I love it. Very neat. Okay, now. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into here. We're going to do our background first, right? So, I might actually use that bit of our white and a bit of our black mix. Just a little touch of it. Come up here, and I'm just going to trace over my line that I had initially. Okay, down to my little statue guy. And now we're just going to kind of blend this backwards, just so light. No paint on the brush, right? Barely any at all. Okay? Very soft. Very long, very soft. Okay. Don't need it to be too bright. We don't need it to be too anything. Wipe off the brush, and with the remainder of that lighter paint that's on the brush, we should be able to line up our little beam back there. That's cool. Okay, take this stuff and make it softer. Softly, softly, soft. How soft can we make that paint? That's my question. That's cool. That's cool. Cool in skill. That is cool. Dig it, dig it, dig it. Dig it. Okay. Sorry guys, I've never done one like this before. So, we're just making it up as we go. Here we go onto our little guy too. Again, just a little bit of that paint. All we need is a little bit of white. Let's go around his eye, or his opening first, wiggling it down. And then all I did with that gesso on my knife is just kind of wiggle it. Wiggle it down like tree roots, you know what I mean? Drop it down. Let it go to his brighter side over here, out to his shoulder, you know what I mean? We get to decide how bright it becomes. I don't want to cover up all these dark kind of channels in between our little guy's robe. Because they're the things that make it look cool. Right? Now we can go back in here and just start to blend. Like, blend our colors. It's going to get brighter. We know that. We just cannot cover everything. Cover everything where it's all the same color. Just not going to like it. You know what I mean? That is how it's going to be. You just won't like it if it gets too bright or if we make it too covered. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, guys. Very cool. Very small amounts. Off our other guy over here. Again, we can take this side and blend it out much harder with our brush. So no matter how bright it is, right, we can always blend it, push on it a little bit harder, and it'll soften it down. And like I said, we didn't know what it was going to look like when we very first started doing it. So it's all a learning process over here for me anyway. Push on that guy. Push on it. Push on it. Pull it. Push it. Right. This guy we can work a little harder on this side because he's supposed to be a shadowy side over here. There. We've already got all of our details underneath. Just need to have it stand out a little. Just a little. Just a little, you guys. All we need. There it is. Right? And back. Just trying to have a little bit of brightness out on our little guy out here. Just one side anyway. We'll see how far we can take that brightness and blend it out. That's going to be our goal. How softly can we make this guy look? Just with the blue and white, because there's no other color on the canvas besides that. Very neat. What do you guys think? Let me know. Oh, he's looking very spooky. He's looking very spooky, you guys. Very spooky. Okay, remember, we don't want to get too bright. So, let's get this might be catching some light right there. Little things here and there. There gotta have a little wiggle. If it's not wiggling, it just doesn't look right to me. There we go. Yeah. Right, the more you work at it, without adding too much stinking color, right? Because the more color that we add, the harder it's going to be to then blend that color out. And we all know that from different paintings and different things. Right? The more bright it is, the more difficult it becomes to blend. So, and to make it disappear. So don't go too crazy. That's all I ask. Don't go too crazy. We know the oil's gonna move. It's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna grow a little more, you know what I mean? And that's okay. We're expecting that. That's why we're using a small amount of paint. Draw for this guy. Maybe he's got a couple little sheets running down his side too. Don't want it to be as bright, right? So you gotta let it get darker. A little white line, and then a little darkness behind it, a little light colored line, darkness behind it. Then we'll decide what it's gonna look like. Boom. Boom. Views. I like it. Right there. I can see I can kind of skirt that color back and away from itself, kind of pushing up onto its edge. I kind of like it. Okay, let's see. You can always go back and do different things, but yeah, as far as having our bright areas, just in blue and white, that's literally it. Nothing else beyond that. Very cute. Not to be too bright. Maybe a little brighter for me right there. Okay, cool. All right, now let's try this other paint just real quick. I want to try this Color Shift Galaxy paint from Dr. Sarah Snyder's Custom Paints, right? I'm trying to get this lady to get a website going for you guys so you can get these paints. Whoops. There it went. That is a lot of oil. That is a lot of oil, but it should be cool for this. It didn't all come out of the tube, but boy, oh boy, this stuff. It looks very wet and running. Never used it before, okay? Never ever used it before, but let's see. Oh my God. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, can you guys see that? Oh! That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. You wanna know why? Because this stuff, she calls it color shift, because as you move around it, it will change based on your lighting conditions. So, our little guy might look like he's got eyes in there, when in fact, they should be invisible to our... Very cool. Look at that, dude. Oh, that's gonna be neat. And the more that we move... Yep, I can see it. I can see it. That's cool. I like it. I like it. Again, it's very runny, so I'm trying to take away some of its runniness. But, it's cool. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use that on some other things too. Why not? Why not? Since it's here. Okay, where did the brush go? There we go. Since it's here, we've already got our colors out there. Ooh, guys. see it a little bit. The tube is very over mixed, so I'm gonna have to see. There it is. I can see him now. I can see him now. That's gonna be sweet. Okay, that's gonna be sweet. And then maybe if we can get, again, it's so, like, see it right there? All that oil? It's very runny. And just a little tester tube, you know what I mean? And this guy is very runny. But if we can get just a smidge of there, oh my, that is gonna be cool because it's not only gonna make it look like the water is wet, it's gonna shine that area like crazy by the time it's dry. Oh, it's gonna be neat. Cool, okay. Very, very, very glittery and cool, I like that. All right, let's see what we can do for our stairs down here. It's all about sort of lighting up our line in the background, right? Lowering it, lowering it. We don't want to really see too much, especially when it's further away, guys. And we don't even have to see the whole stair because it's hidden in the shadow of the wall over here. All right, down again. A little bit, that light reaching in, maybe bouncing off our statue, hitting our staircase. Little things, little things, little things. There, there. Gorgeous. There. Little stair. Little stair. Another little stair. This stair has a bit more flat to it. Ooh, you guys, I'm telling you. Go across this one, lower it down, get longer. This guy doesn't even all have to be lit up, literally. Literally, we don't even have to light that guy all the way up, honestly. Just in my own. It's a bit brighter over there or whatever, but it doesn't have to be supremely bright. There. One more step. One more little step. You guys can do this one too. There we go. Perfect. Literally, what else do you want in a scene with a little staircase? That's really cool. How far do your stairs go over? This, that, and the other makes it look really neat to me. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's pretty cool. And we really only use that plaque mix for our cave wall, really, when you really think about it. Okay, a little bit of color onto this guy, and again, spin it off and around the bottom. Now we're gonna come in here and try to stay out of your guys' way. Right, just lighting up, just my stroke. This is all I ever do when I'm sketching out a painting. Or a tree, or a wall, or a column, or whatever. Just fill it in. We're only going to really color in the half side anyway, right? Because we don't want to see the entire thing. The light from that moon is not going to reach all the way around and hit way on the back side of our column. We really only have to do the front half anyway. Right? Quite honestly. Quite literally. Okay, the more we go, the more that we intermix it, the brighter it gets, the worse we're gonna like it, right? So, pulling this guy, dragging it to the side. Here we go. Make him look a little rounded. It's kind of cool. Looks kind of cool, guys. It's cool and school. Just trying new things, you know what I mean? Be a little bit brighter here. Let's add a little bit more color in this spot. Okay, come back in. Drag it away. Oh, I can see his little eyes. Oh, that's gonna be the coolest thing ever. That's neat. I like that. We go back to our Prussian blue and just come around the backside with that Prussian blue onto our brush. Get rid of any light areas that we don't want. Give it more of a rounded feel like that. That is stinking cool, you guys. Wicked, wicked watch. I like that. Pull down the stairs just a little bit. Little touch. There's no paint on the brush, just what's up there. Right? Just pulling down little things. Little bits I like. Little things you can see. It's almost like the backing of the stairs. You know what I mean? Get down here, maybe pull on a little harder so we can see a little bit more. Pushing on our brush. There. Flip our brush. However you gotta do it to fill in that little space, just leave a little bit of difference in there is all you gotta do. Literally. A little touch of difference. See too much. That's our whole goal. Not seeing the entire thing. So we're on the black canvas, right? That's cool. Galaxy shifting paint, I can see. Very, very wet paint. Very neat. Very neat. I like that. That is cool, guys. Wiggle here, a little there. Dudes. Alright, you guys got to start coming up with a title for this painting. Let me know what you think we should call it. Man, it's so soft. Literally. Literally wicked cool. Wicked, wicked, wicked cool. And it's got little eyeballs in there that are going to change when you go and look at it from a different angle. Which is kind of neat. To me. Just to me. So you guys start coming up with a title for it. I'll go throw in the 3 little birds out there. Just them old tree little birdies. All right, and then we'll see. Cryptic Midnight Abyss. I like that. Thanks, TMH. Appreciate you. Entrance to Darkness Beach. I like that too. This is why I leave it up to you guys to title these things, because I need you guys and your fresh brains. Little bits. Little things, we don't want to put too many out there. Too many will make us kind of lose our effect, right, of having it be further away. We don't want to have too many little bits. The more little doers that come down in here, the more we can anyway into that darker paint. Don't worry about them. Fabulous. Guys, that's really cool. I don't know, it's giving like Da Vinci Code vibes kind of deal. Something strange out there in the night. Toss a couple stars too. Just flicks back there, over here, wherever. You can always go back into where your cloud area is. And you know, a little mix up again in case you flick them into your cloud. Just like that. It's really cool. I like that. I like it. It's different. It's different, that's for sure. Okay. So you guys come up with a title for it. A lot of fun, this one. It's so fun. Dude. I like it. Dude. Okay. You guys come up with a title. Type it in the comments now. And then if you purchase it, you get to pick the title forever. And if not, that's okay. We still got to come up with a title together. So help me come up with a title for it. Type it in the comments below. And you never know. If it gets bought, you may be chosen by the purchaser. If not, you may be chosen by me. You never know. It came out pretty cool. Probably won't do another one because there's a lot of work goes into color, you know, setting up one of these guys, sketching out that paint. So, this will probably be one of very few that will ever do like this. So if you like it, you gotta get it now. It's very unique. Very unique. Very. As far as Josh paintings are concerned, it's very unique for me. All this nasty paint. And then, oh, I put my whole hand inside that stuff. That was bad. That was bad. It's very oily, that paint. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it. I'm not sure. I can still, oh, that is so cool. You can see the water spray and the backwater are reflecting that kind of galaxy shift paint. That's really neat. That's really neat. From the twisting, you shall not pass into this beach. The Reaper's summer home. I like that. I like that. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Cooking the Weeds. Appreciate it. Benevolent forthcomings. Don't look back. Don't fear the Reaper. I like all those. Euphoria Dream. Hello! Somebody just looks like they just grabbed this painting, you guys. Man, I was going to keep this one for my own lonesome self. No. Somebody. Oh, goodness. That's it. That's this one. Somebody is freshly the owner. Bang. Where's our little button at? We got to get the button. Boom. Hang on. Yeah. There you go. Hey, I usually forget that little guy. Oh, lots has changed since we moved into the new studio, and I forget. So, who is the person that grabbed it? Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you. Someone took it from my cart. You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick, man. Into the darkness. Do another one, says Jer Bear. Well, I mean, you guys know that when I do an idea, I never just do one. I do actually have this guy, a little bit taller, much taller actually. Much bigger of a, taller of a canvas anyway. A lot more surface area that I was also sketching on today because I never just do one of anything, right? So I do have something else with 5 little ring raids out there. And I was thinking about doing like some taller pillars in the back. I don't know, maybe an opening or like an arched window or something. I don't know. It was just a sketch and then I ran out of time doing it. So is our purchaser here though? It was you. All right, you gotta, you have to confirm for us. Let's see, just the last 2 digits of your zip code. So whatever it is, the last 2 digits, like for me it would be 02, right? So what are the last 2 digits of your zip code? And that'll confirm to me that it is in fact you that grabbed it. That's it. Flower power. That's it. So what are we gonna title your awesome painting right here? All right, this is your painting and you get to pick the title forever. So what are we gonna name it? You've had lots of suggestions in the comments thread. Right? You get to pick. And did you see his little eyes that literally light up in the night? And they glow blue. When you pass by the light, it shimmers blue, just like the water. It's gonna be so cool. So cool. I can't wait for you to see it in person and like take it, twist it back and forth like this. It's gonna be really neat. All right, you guys, she wants you guys to pick the name for her, so dump in some titles, okay? Reaper's Beachy Getaway, I like that. Sapphire Stairway, Hiding in the Darkness, the Ring Wraith's Escape, Mysterious Motions, Don't Fear the Reapy. I know you meant to say Reaper. The Reapy, The Watcher. Oh, that's a cool one. The Watcher. Ghost of ... Ghost in the Darkness. All right, what do you think? You guys tell me. Creepers Peepers. I like that one. Creepers Peepers. Why are you looking at the ocean? doesn't really work, but that's a cool title. I like that. I like it. The Watcher. I like The Watcher, too. The Watcher is a cool title. The Watcher. Anna, you're interested in the other one. Ooh, I'm not halfway done. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for that. Who sent that? Boats. I like your screen name, my friend. Thank you for sending that. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yeah, I don't even know what the next one's going to look like, really. B-Dog. I dig that. Thank you for that. Stairway to Emptiness. That's unique. Creepers, peepers it is. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Zip. Creepers, peepers. What do I do with my marker? Where'd you get those creepers? Creepers, creepers. Oh yeah, where'd you get those eyes? Do you see his eyes changing in the color? I'm gonna have to make sure I can actually see that. Where'd you get those eyes? And he does have blue sparkly eyes, which are really cool. Just like this, just like that. Boom, boom, number 1782. The year Columbus sailed the ocean blue, calling it creepers, peepers. Peepers. There we go. Okay, painted on for 6/2025. We're all going to go to paint with Joshua. Paintwithjosh.com. Right there. Bang. It's gorgeous. It's fabulous. Oh, goodness. I'm so happy that landed on my foot this way and didn't actually touch anything. See that? That is luck for you right there. That's when you got the good luck. Bang. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. That came out fabulous. Literally fantastic. Oh, yeah. Don't forget the birds. That's right. We can't forget the bird family. The birdie family. Where is... Aha. Right here. Okay. Let's throw these guys in right there. Just... flying through. Coming in, they're about to fly through the opening of the hole. I love it. Okay. I love it. Excuse me. I need to wash out this brush again. Every time, you guys, we gotta wash the brush. Cool. Well, you guys have been amazing. I really love you. Everybody over on YouTube, I can't wait to see your versions of this painting. Please send them in to facebook.com/officialpaintwithjosh or instagram.com/paintwithjoshk, which is the same as my TikTok screen name. So, until I see you guys over there on YouTube again, take care. Best of a good day. Oh, I can't wait to see the first version of that.